Hey everybody, it's Fine82. I am back, just checking to make sure everything. I was playing this earlier and switched the difficulty over. Not on this, but you know. Alright, now what I'm going to do next, I want to have a flat piece of land in front of this palace castle thing. So we're going to start getting ready to, I'll put one there, to fill in all of this area. Get rid of all the ice, fill it in with dirt. And technically I know there are much easier ways to do this, but hey, I like doing things the difficult way. Minecraft. Minecraft is, I don't know how many years old Minecraft is now, but I still enjoy it. I mean, it's still a game that even when I've played it too much, I'll still pick it up and just be like, hey, it's Minecraft. Fuck, yeah. But, and I still want to make noises every time I place dirt because I'm totally an adult. But, I'm wondering just how far this game's going to go. I mean, this has come a long way since, you know, even I started playing Minecraft and got a copy, and I'm trying to remember what version we were on. Well, we were still in, the alpha version. I think it might have even... Yeah, I got in after beta. I was in on alpha, and, man, it was almost an entirely different game. And the funny thing is, a lot of people don't seem to like where the game's going. I can't understand that. I mean, Minecraft is always and will always be awesome in my book. And, you know, I can't help but think that, you know, I know people liked it because it was more challenging back in the day, and whatnot, but you can still make it challenging. You can easily set the rules for yourself on how you play. And there are people out there that do Nuzlocke runs for Pokemon. That's not actually in the rules. This is, you know, people want to set up Nuzlocke Minecraft runs. I'm not even sure why it's called a Nuzlocke run in Pokemon, though. I'm sure it has something to do with, No, it has something to do with, either the person who created it or whatnot, but... You know, I'm just surprised that people actually get upset by the fact that Minecraft is getting bigger and better. I guess it's because a lot of people liked it because it was a simplistic little game. And the only thing that, the huge learning curve was before the wiki, apparently. Because I did not get in until after there was that Minecraft wiki, and you had to discover most of the recipes yourselves or hop on the Minecraft forums and hope other people had them. And, of course, I didn't know this. I didn't even know the wiki existed when I first started, so I was using the, using the recipe, just trying things at random for the longest time. Till I had a friend went, I think it was my brother actually went, why don't you see if there's a wiki about it? I'm like, there wouldn't be a wiki about this. And fucked if there wasn't a wiki about it. One of the reasons I love the internet these days. I want to know more about, I don't know, animal husbandry. For personal reasons. There's a wiki for it. I don't actually, but I'm just giving an example. And, you know, I want to know about, I don't know, the average rainfall in Guam. Not all of Guam, just a 2-foot, you know, area of space in Guam. Somewhere, it's on Wikipedia, or on some Guam-specific wiki. Which there probably is. It's like Wikipedia. Who the hell knows? And there's also Wookieepedia, the Star Wars Wikipedia. I'm not kidding there. I kind of wish I was. I mean, I like puns, but there's a limit sometimes. Alright, so... I want this to be a nice, I want to be able to build a path up to the castle from the mine. Like it, not like a tall, like, walkway or anything, but just, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just probably stone slabs. I might even go as far as to make, like, smooth stone slabs. Because it would look really cool. And then I'll put steps up there. I don't think there's smooth stone steps, are there? Probably not. I'll check. It's not like it'll hurt anything to try. And I can also convert a lot of this land into farmland once I'm done. So I'm trying to think. Topics. Minecraft is the weekend bit, you know. I do. It actually gives me a chance to talk to you guys. I've been trying to do the same with Fallout 3, but it's not that easy because I'm concentrating on the game. Minecraft I can sort of do in my sleep, even though I know I've played Fallout 3 way more. But, yeah. Yeah, and lots of stuff going on. So, for my... Well, you see, most of my viewers, most of you guys aren't actually in the States, so there's no point in me talking about, you know, local politics stuff, which I try not to do anyway, but I would only do in this circumstances because it's gotten just hilarious. But, you know, that would be of no interest to you guys, and that's cool, because it's really no interest to me, or no interest to me either. And I realized during the last presidency, it does not matter who you vote for. Whoever the government wants to be elected will get elected. So, you know, because no one voted for Bush. I mean, no one I know voted for Bush. And if I did know anyone who voted for Bush, I wouldn't be friends with them anymore, to be honest. And that probably sounds awful or something, but yeah, it's true. Not that, you know. Yeah, it's just been a hell of a... Or it's gonna be... Oh, it's comedy at the moment. It's just a mess. A hilarious mess. I'll get some more sand, because glass. And I can hollow out this area while I'm here. Yeah, but I mean, it is just a big damn comedic mess. There's... I don't even know what the hell is going on anymore. I know that everyone is accusing everyone of everything. And it's gotten just... How bad is it? Fox News actually, you know, accused a Republican candidate, the Republican vice presidential candidate, of being a horrible, horrible, bold-faced liar. Fox News accused him of that. They actually said that it seemed like he was trying to see how many lies he could fit into one speech. It's like, man, when Fox News calls you a bold-faced liar, that is when you just give the fuck up, because you can't win. And when you're a Republican and Fox News calls you that, you are fucked. That's okay, because that's all or that party is basically imploding. And I'm hoping, honestly, that they reform into something, you know, better when all is said and done. We should have 2 good political parties in this country. We should have more than that. Fuck, I want, like, Europe, you know, or England at least, they had the silly party. I want a silly party. I want any type of political party anyone wants to throw our way. Everyone should get an equal chance. But, you know, we've got some crazy bullshit is what we've got. It's not... no, it's... I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. Hopefully not in, like, a sitcom-esque fashion. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't want any comedic misunderstandings. I don't want somehow, you know, I don't know, a gerbil being elected president and everyone trying to interpret its orders. That's what I keep expecting to happen. Between one group fucking around, another group fucking around, somehow we'll end up with a gerbil president. And it will end up doing a better job than any of the presidents we've had in the past, like, 10 years. Well, 12 years. And that's fine, I don't care. As long as someone does a damn job and, you know, I get my health care. That was my favorite, the Republican Party. You'll keep seeing them running ads on YouTube. I don't know if you see them outside of the U.S., but in the U.S., like, Barack Obama is promising health care, but that his health care does not equal free health care. And, yeah, I know, actually. He explained that. It's not that. It's just that it's going to be easier for people to get health care. It's going to be health care that you can get regardless of whether you're dying of a horrible disease or not. That's what he's promising. He's not promising it free. He's promising it to be there. That's, you know, anyone who misheard that should actually watch the fucking news now and then. But no, everyone is just fear-mongering and lunatic. And lunatic. Yes, they're fear-mongering and lunatic. That's why I'll be happy when this shit is over. Not that it ever ends when, you know, elections aren't on. Yes, I do have Treecapitator again. I want apples, that's why I'm over here. But I really need to... I hope I remember to put a link for Treecapitator in the description. I want to try to start doing that again because I forgot. But these guys who make these mods deserve all sorts of credit. So for, you know, doing this when they don't... Well, they probably do make money off it because most of them have, like, monetized download links. But, you know, they deserve the credit and they deserve whatever download money they can get. As someone who has tried very hard to do this stuff, you know, God damn it. That door just owned me. That is someone who is trying to do something along the same line. Yes, woo, that's what I meant to say. Woo. That's like sleeping. That's my sleeping noise. Woo. That's my sleeping noise after a night of drinking. You know, they deserve it. And I just recently discovered by magic, hey, I could actually monetize any video I put up, and YouTube will let me do that. And my brother, Rob, it's like, yeah, you can. Let me do a little research on that. Yeah, you can monetize any video, but if it turns out you're not allowed to do it, you'll totally lose your channel. I'm like, well, fuck. It's one of those things of, oh well. I'll have to figure out where one actually goes to get permission for that sort of thing. Usually, apparently, through large companies like Machinima. I have nothing to do with Machinima because I'm not, you know, particularly good. Not particularly fancy. Not particularly well known. They like people that have I think they like people that have at least a few thousand followers before they even consider making you a director. Or, you know, just have to have a, creepers everywhere. Where the fuck did they come from? Good lord. See, this is why I was taking down all those trees. I need to know the neighborhood. I wouldn't have moved in if I had known they lived there. It's probably a little bit racist, but I'm okay with that because they're creepers. I doubt I'll ever have anything to do with Machinima, so I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah. I doubt I'm going to be that popular. Might come up with other ideas to try and make money. Trust me when I tell you. In this current economy, one person in the house who actually has a money-making job, not really enough to cut the bills. They're very, very awkward. Or, you know, very, very, thin times. I do what I can to try and make a couple spare bucks here and there to fund this and the flail-throughs thing. But, you know, mostly I just... This is a great way to... I keep saying this is a great way to, you know, just relieve stress, and it is. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy talking to you guys. If it could turn into a way to, you know, pay for, you know, needs and supplies and so forth, that would be awesome, but I probably won't. And that's all cool. Not everyone gets to have the dream job. I'm fine with that. Damn it. That's right, I'm fine with that, damn it. Come on, I just want apples, damn it. I don't care about wood. That's not what she said. And again, I'm also not particularly interesting. I'm not sure why a lot of people watch me, but hey, at least... Apparently it makes some of you laugh, and that's cool. That's really cool. And laughter is the best medicine. I'm not sure what the medicine would be for, honestly, but it's the best. The best, the best. Alright. I'm going to dig up over here. And I'm going to start putting down saplings to grow over here, because I need trees that produce apples, and there aren't that many of... Well, there are that many of them, they're just starting to be close. Because I want... that's, That's going to be an important part of our getting ready for our next step in the journey, which is going to be that we need, we're going to need to carry a lot of supplies with us. I'm going to have to dig around to see if I can find more iron. I'm going to have to try and get, oh god, a bunch of stacks of apple. That we can stuff. So that we can have supplies to take with us. Stones, gravel, stone. I'll keep that one stone on me. Where am I putting wood? There. And I'm going to transform a lot of that into coal before we go anywhere. That way I can carry it with me. Now, I know I've got smooth stone there, or cobble there. I shouldn't have put all that away. I need to make smooth stone. So let's cobble. Because I do want to make a path to the castle. Cobble. Cobble. Oh, I've got some smooth stone here. Well, there we go then. Let's see what I can do with this. I need 10 in each. There we go. That's more like it. Now I'm gonna step one out from this, and then put down, yeah, like this, because that's gonna be all steps leading up, and I want that to look nice. Trying to think of anything else to talk about. I'm trying not just to babble about, you know, myself and my hopes and my dreams, because you don't give a shit. I can't blame you. I wouldn't give a shit either. That's not why I listen to YouTubers. I listen to them to wait for them to freak out amusingly for my own personal enjoyment. All right, I need shovels. I've got wood. Yeah, but that I recently purchased, well, today actually I just purchased, I had one ready, a copy of Japanese Pokemon Stadium. They actually had it at the local comic shop of all fucking places. Alright, wait for that stuff to cook, and there you go. Yeah, I was very startled. It's one of those things of, I like the comic shop, but I'm not entirely sure everyone there isn't an asshole. I mean, it's a good shop. It sells used role-playing game books. It sells used retro video games. But I've never gotten there where I haven't, or gone there and not had to just come away with a slight suspicion that every person there is a jerk. And I'm not sure if it's true or not. It might just be because the guy doesn't talk to you, or the people that walk, you know, the other people that work there tend to act like you're an inconvenience to them. But, yeah. I don't know. Well, I'll keep going there because it's got a good selection. But if another comic shop with even a slightly less, you know, perfect selection opened up, I would probably go there. Well, within the same distance. And hell, they even sell, oh shit, I forgot to shake this down. They have piles of N64 games. Fortunately, they're all, you know, the actual price that they would go for. Which, you know, is not the price I'm willing to pay for them, because that's not, half of them aren't worth it. I mean, I'd love to have them, but I'm not going to pay $30 for a copy of Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, because I could probably have gotten them for way cheaper than that some time ago, and I'm stubborn. I'm not a pix. Of course I'm not a pix. I'm just stubborn like that, because like, I could have gotten this for like $5 in 2005. It's not 2005 anymore, and I didn't get it then, so that's my own fucking fault. And it's a good, I know, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time are good games, so I should just, you know, suck up my goddamn pride and buy the games before they're suddenly like $60 each, which will happen eventually. That's the one thing everyone, I don't know if you have ever had anyone in your family would say things like, it's mass-produced for a reason. That means that there are more of them. You can get another, or you can always get another later. That is the worst statement ever, because the older something gets, the less of them there are. Which means the more you'll pay for it as it gets older. So realistically, it is best to buy the thing you want while you can. Or when it, is early. Because it might, it might not be, super cheap now, but if it isn't super cheap now, later on it will only be worth way more. Especially if it is something, because the things that aren't mass-produced, are the things that... the things that aren't mass-produced are the things that end up being worth a fucking fortune. So, whenever anyone says that to you, spite them and buy whatever it is. It's mass-produced. There's always more. Not necessarily. I remember there have been quite a few action figures that I saw back in the day where I should get that, but I can get that or, a pair of shoes. And, it's mass-produced. You can get something else now, or get something else later. Or you can get it later. Alright, you're right. And then years later, it's like, this toy's actually worth like $250. I think the original, or one of the original Deadpool action figures, maybe? I want to say, was that, or... I don't know. Maybe a Punisher action figure or something like that, but... Or, I had a friend who actually had the Dick Tracy blank action figure. And they were like, yeah, I'll trade it to you for, or I'll sell it to you for like $30. And someone's like, you don't need to buy it, we'll just find it around here. It's okay. And it turns out that no, you won't find it, or you wouldn't find it around there because the action figure was only released in Canada for a month and then they took it off the shelves because it spoiled the entire movie plot. And they're like, thanks, I could have gotten a toy that now out of package goes for a couple $100 for, $20. Thanks. Whereas, thankfully, I've at least run into... Because that was an awful movie. I'm not even going to pretend it wasn't. It was god-awful. But I liked it when I was a little kid because it had, gunfights and men in fast cars. And, Warren Beatty punching people in the jaw. And some impressive jaws. But, yeah, it was good. It was, but... I ran into a bunch of friends who had loved the movie too when they were younger, and like, yeah, the only thing I could never fucking find was that blank action figure. Like, I know, and here's why. Motherfucker. It's like, same with, because I grew up poor, so now I have this bad habit of when I have the ability to get something that I always wanted when I was a little kid, I will stop at nothing to get it. Like, my friend is currently in the midst of, going through and he's collecting all of the NES games he can. He's got something, I think, close to 200 now. I believe there's over 600 total. And there's some he'll never get, because there's some games that are actually so rare they're like 12 grand each. Because there's only like 12 copies of them in the world. And the funny part is, I actually know a friend, or knew someone back in the day who had 2 copies of one of the games, both of which are super rare, one of which was unicorn rare. I mean, just like, I think there were only like 10 copies of it in the world. He got them at a fucking, storage locker auction. It was like Nintendo World Championship 1990, I think. And, he got him at a storage locker auction. Just dumb damn luck. And I knew at the time they were rare, but I didn't know they were unicorn rare. So it's like, yeah, look at these. Isn't that great? Now I look at that and go, that was about 30 grand worth of 2 video games. I kinda wish I had decked them and taken them. And at the time, that was probably only worth like $1 grand worth of rare video games when he showed them to me in early 2000. But now I'm like, it would almost be worth it if I could get away with it. And I told him about that, or my friend about that, and he's like, where does this guy live? I know he wouldn't actually rob them, but it's one of those, damn. Well, it would be a good thing he didn't, because he had vicious attack ferrets. Not even kidding. It was funny because, They absolutely hated anything that made a digital noise. Watches, cell phones, any fucking thing. So, if you know, I was over there one time, and he had a friend over who hadn't met the ferrets before, and he was setting the time on his digital watch, and he just saw the ferrets, heads poke out from around the corner. He's like, oh, look at the little idiots. They think that, or they're interested in noise. My friend was like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Like, no, it's so cool. They're just being stupid, blah, 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 blah. Let me taunt them by making beeping noises at them. Like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And, he held out the watch and made beeping noises. And all of a sudden there was a tiny little blur. And the skin was missing from the guy's knuckle. Just completely. And he started cussing, and I'm gonna kill those little fuckers. And it's like, no, you're not. Because you're a dumbass. Alright, let me see. What do I need? I need a pick. That's why I actually came in here. Like 2. But yeah, it was, no, that was your fault, asshole. Don't blame them, I told you. But anyways, he was butthurt to an epic proportion. If I ever see those fuckers again, I'm gonna kill them. You're not gonna do any such fucking thing to my ferrets, or I'll break your teeth out. And that was a guy who, he was, from my martial arts school. He was actually the cashier there, but he was also the cardio kickboxing coach, which is such a waste of energy. Because, all the females I knew, and I've got to say it was mostly females that took it, were like, it's good exercise, and I'm learning to defend myself. No, you were not. You were learning cardiovascular exercise, which was the point of it. You are not learning how to defend yourself. Learning to defend yourself is an entire different set of exercises and practices. If you get into a fight and try and use cardio kickboxing to defend yourself, you're going to get killed. And he used to tell them that before every class, which is why the classes didn't last very long. Because people would just go, yeah, he's right. Of course, a lot of them ended up just taking standard kung fu. But yeah, that was, so it was just funny because I remember one time he was there, and if you're going to attempt to rob a store, it seems to be like the worst place to attempt to rob is like a martial arts supply store that is attached to a martial arts school. And even if you are, if you are that dumb to try it, bring a gun. Don't pick up a short staff in the store and then threaten the clerk with the short staff that you just picked up. And if you are that stupid, that you are going to ignore the previous advice for all the above, try to make sure he doesn't have a rack full of Kwon Do behind the counter. What Kwon Do is a 3-foot blade on top of a 5-foot stick with a 10-inch spearhead at the other end. And there was just a rack of them hanging there behind him, and he decided he was going to try and rob the store. And I was not aware what was going on. I just heard a loud bang because the guy grabbed, a stick and then slammed it on the counter to try and be threatening. And then I saw him run past and, not holding the stick anymore. My friend Mark chasing after him, carrying a Kwon Do, or Kwon Dao, technically, I believe. And, just carrying it, swinging it over his head, and screaming like fucking Xena. And I never saw a man haul ass that fast. The robber, not Mark, though Mark was, since Mark also did track, got pretty close to catching him, but the Kwon Do are heavy. And there was a training one, and those things are actually like, traditionally a Kwon Do is a metal shaft, or the handle of a Kwon Do is metal shaft is, steel. Solid steel. But, these were training ones, so they only weighed like 7 or 8 pounds. Because you're not going to have to do that in a tournament. Yeah, but he couldn't catch him because of the weight of the damn Kwon Do, but he was going to beat his head in, and I can't blame him. I'm not even sure the cops would have at that point. Alright, let's start putting out trees. Actually, I forgot, I can plant these fuckers right next to each other now. Let's do that. But yeah, that was just because I didn't know what was going on. I just knew Mark was chasing someone, so I started chasing too. I mean, I'm way slower than him because I'm fat, and I was always fat, but I was in decent shape, so I was at least able to keep within visual distance of him. And I'm like, what was that about? Like, tried to rob the fucking store. Like, are you shitting me? No, he tried to rob the fucking store. What the hell? I don't know, just some dumbass. Anyway, let me grab these things. And I'm going to make a pile of half slabs. No, I'm sure I have other things that I could make out of them, but I'll use the half slabs. But I'm going to call it here. So I will see you all tomorrow when we'll have more Minecraft. And till then, peace out, guys.